on a breakaway to get things started, and a moment later, you're down a goal.
Yeah, I mean, I scratch my head when I talk about that first period again. That was totally done by ourselves, to a team that, played last night, and we wanted to play more like we played in the second and third period, and come out with some energy and put more pucks through the net and create more chances. But, it's a strange situation, so, we've got to correct that for sure.
Is that just as perplexing in the fact that those last two periods arguably were the best that you've played offensively and defensively in maybe the last 5 or 6 games? Do you ask yourself, where's it been?
No, I think we've been working in a lot of those games all the way through that Western trip. When we worked hard, I mean, there's games against Anaheim, who may have been one of the best teams out there, if not the best, and we played extremely hard, and then they scored a 5-on-3 goal, and it seemed to change everything in that early goal in the first period. But we did play hard. We scored, we had 40 shots. We had 31 shots after 2 periods. The second and third period, we had 31 shots in 2 periods. I mean, that's a whole game. We're scoring chances. We had 28 again, and we had 21 in the second and third period again. That's a lot of scoring chances. But they played back to back. So we expected that was hopefully going to catch up to them. We wanted to work harder, make them work, and we certainly just didn't do it in the first period. So we put it on ourselves, and we did everything that we didn't want to do in the first period.
What's your message to your team as they set off on a small break here?
Well, I told them that the first periods are unacceptable. If we decide that we're going to become a better team, we have to learn to play 60-minute hockey. We have to learn to be mentally tougher and to play a whole game. We can't play like this and expect that we're going to be getting better and moving up the ladder. I mean, you have to look yourself in the mirror and decide if this is the way we want to be. If you want to be a better team, you have to start working from the beginning of the game to the end of the game and make it hard to play against.
So was it more urgency, do you think, in the final 2 periods?
Yeah, I think it's mental. I know there's been a lot of tough things that have gone on for the players. They went right after Christmas and the 5 games and 7 nights on the road, and then come back for 2, and then go to California and arguably 4 of the tougher buildings to play in the league, and not have any success, and the coach getting fired and a new coach coming in and talking about playing it a little bit different way. There's been a lot of things. There's no excuses, and there's no way to turn it away. You have to put it on yourself and say, we're going to become a better team, and we're going to work harder in these areas, and we're going to play a more complete game. And if we do that, we're going to have some success. And that's on us. We have to be mentally stronger, and we can't make any excuses for ourselves.
Has that been one of Jake's better games, do you think? Is he more active?
I think he's active. I mean, I think that he's capable of doing a lot of dynamic things. In the middle of that, sometimes, he can get caught doing those things, and sometimes he kind of a wild card at times, but he's a dynamic player, and, he was trying to get ourselves back into it. We got him close, but, that 4th goal killed us.
There was a turnover in the second period. Did you just pull him back in a situation like that and just remind him, score, time, things like that?
Absolutely. There was a couple of them. There was one, him skating up into the neutral zone, and we just scored. We got some momentum. We're going, and he skated the puck up, tried to go too far. The puck moves a lot faster than you can skate, and you got to be able to move the puck and then skate to areas and get it back. And you have to play more of that kind of game rather than trying to carry the puck off the ice. He turned it over. It could have been devastating. We had a shorthanded situation. Mike Santorelli did the same thing. He turned it over in the middle. They're trying to do some things, but that's not a smart way of playing. You can't play turnover hockey, and you can't try to skate around people. Let the puck do the work, play a smarter game, and things work themselves out. But they're going to learn, and we're all going to get better for it.
Getting David Clarkson to the slot seems to have helped the power play.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that did a lot of really good things back when he had most of his goals in New Jersey back in those days. He was around the net, he's on the net, he's good in front of the net, good tipping, he can battle, he's a tough kid, and he's been the last few games he's been very determined to get to that front of the net, and it paid off.